Colorado this year, when they've protected the ball, when they've maintained ball security, in their 3 wins, they're +3 in turnovers. In their 2 losses, they're -9 in turnovers. So the Husker Blackshirts going to try to make sure they turn that ball over today. So it is a key element. Obviously, it's always a key element for the Huskers, for the Blackshirts. On the year, the Blackshirts have taken the ball away 26 times, put up 91 points. They've lost it 21 times, given 14 points up on that. Nebraska is +5 in that category and +77 in the point category. So, again, takeaways for the Husker Blackshirts, extremely important today. When Colorado coughs the ball up, they lose.
We're set now for the opening kickoff. Teeing it up for the Colorado Buffaloes. That's going to be Pat Brome. He will kick off. Josh Davis back on the goal line for the Huskers. Colorado kicking left to right as we look down on the field. And here we go. The Huskers in Colorado, the game finally ready to begin. Here's the kick by Brome, and here we go. High end over end. Davis will look at it about 3 yards deep in the end zone. Out he comes. Davis to the 5. Josh to the 10. Over the right, the 15, and out to the 17-yard line. So the Huskers go with Wilson Thomas wide to the right. Split to the left side is John Gibson. The backfield is in the eye. 1st and 10 from their 17. Here is Thunder Collins. Here's a fake and a keeper by Crouch on the option left side, and nothing doing. They lose yardage back to the 13. So the Huskers go to their ace offense. 2nd down and 14, back at their 13-yard line. Here's a handoff to Darren Diedrich up the middle, big hole, 15-20, and Darren is out to the 22-23-yard line. I think they're going to give him the 23. Tracy Wistrom on the wing to the left. He'll go in motion to the right side. 3rd down and 4, rolling to the right, Crouch. Eric cranks a pass, incomplete, tried to get it to Wilson Thomas up at the 34-yard line. He had pretty good coverage all over him. That's going to bring up 4th down, and the Huskers will have to kick it away. He's averaging 42.3 per kick. He'll kick it to Roman Hollowell, and you always have to be concerned about him. He's back at the Colorado 35-yard line. Here is the kick by Larson. He puts the toe into it. Hollowell drifts under it at the Colorado 22-yard line, looking for running room. He's trying to reverse his field, out to the 25-yard line, across the 30, and he's caught from behind and brought down at the 31 by Justin Smith. And Adrian, that showed you the speed of Roman Hollowell. 55-yard punt by Kyle Larson, and the Buffaloes start from their 32-yard line. 1st down and 10 to go. The backfield in the eye with twin receivers to the right side. Bobby Pesavento is the quarterback. He takes the snap, hands the ball off to Cortland Johnson. A sweep left side, and the Huskers bring him down at the 34. That is a gain of 2 yards on the play. Derek McCoy wide to the left, set to the right side is Roman Hollowell. 2nd down and 8 to go. McCoy goes in motion to the right. Buffs at their 34. Rolling to the right side is Pesavento. He uncorks a pass near sideline, and the receiver was out of bounds when he caught it at the 48-yard line of the Huskers. It was Roman Hollowell who made the catch, but unfortunately he was already out of bounds. Keo Craver was over there covering on the play.
Boy, and he took a good shot from that table. Again, that wall in that area down there so close. Roman Hollowell on that deep out pattern caught the ball about a step out of bounds, and then he could not get stopped. He took a shot, hit the table, knocked over everything, hit the bench, looking at his wrist as he trotted off the field.
Derek McCoy goes wide to the left side. Twin receivers to the right for the Buffaloes. It is 3rd down. They need 8 from their 34-yard line. Let's see what Pesavento does here. He drops straight back in the pocket, has time, now lobs a pass down the field, got a man open, and the catch at the 40-yard line is made by Matt Brunson. Free safety Willie Amos really put the kibosh on him, but the pass play is down to the 39-yard line of the Huskers, and what a big play that was for Colorado. Cormier wide to the left along with McCoy. Set to the right side is Roman Hollowell. 1st down and 10, Buffaloes at the 39-yard line of the Huskers. Here is a handoff. It goes to Purify, running room, 30, 20, 10. He's going to go all the way in for the touchdown. Nobody got a hand on him.
Well, that Hollowell motion from the right side, everybody looking at maybe some sort of action or an option play or a pitch play to Hollowell. They ran that dive play right up the middle. Linebackers were out of there, and there was nobody there. The free safety was way over on the right side, and nobody was home. And Colorado jumps up on the board very quickly.
Bobby Purify, a 39-yard touchdown run, and the Buffaloes are on the scoreboard first. Jeremy Flores to kick the extra point. Snap, ball down, kick up, and it is good. We've got a timeout on the field with 12:17 remaining opening quarter. Colorado 7, the Huskers nothing. Here is the kick. High end over end. Josh Davis, 3 yards deep in the end zone. Out he comes. Josh straight up the field to the 5 to the 10. Oh, as he banged down at the 13-yard line. Aaron Killian came down and put the El Cruncho on him. Huskers start from their 13. Here's Crouch bootlegging it, now rolling, firing up the field, intended for Wistrop, incomplete at the 40-yard line. Michael Lewis was defending on the play for the Buffaloes. And Tracy Wistrom is hollering for interference. So the Huskers now face 2nd down and 10 from their 13-yard line. 3 receivers, 2 set to the left. Here is a handoff to Diedrich. Over the right side he goes, breaks a tackle across the 15, and loses the football at the 19. It's loose on the field. Players dive for it up around the 21 or 22, and let's see who has the football. They're trying to unstack players. Colorado is saying they've got it, but let's wait till they unstack the pile. And Colorado gets the football. Boy, the Huskers did not need that.
Darren Diedrich striving for more yardage, trying to just bang everybody and let it rip. And the ball comes loose. Running that trap play right up the middle. And I mean to tell you, there is some smacking going on down there.
Roderick Sneed got the football for Colorado, and so now the football is at the 21-yard line of the Huskers, and the Buffaloes with a 1st down and 10 to go.
Remember what we talked about a moment ago as far as turnovers.
So Colorado's offense checks into the game. Twin receivers to the right for Colorado. Backfield in the off-eye, 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line of the Huskers. Here's Bobby Pesavento back in the pocket, lobs a pass down the field, got a man open, and in for the touchdown is the receiver. That is Daniel Graham, the tight end. Free safety Willie Amos was covering, but Colorado strikes again, a 21-yard touchdown pass.
Daniel Graham has been their leading receiver, All-America candidate, John Mackey candidate. That time he just beat Willie Amos to the post down there. Perfectly thrown football by Pesavento. And Graham comes up with his 5th touchdown reception on the year.
Jeremy Flores in to try the point after the snap. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good. We have a timeout on the field with 11:47 left in the 1st quarter. It's Colorado 14, the Huskers nothing. Here is the kick, a driving kick, and that'll sail into the end zone for the automatic touchback, and Nebraska will start 1st down and 10 to go from their 20-yard line. Eric Crouch is changing the play at the line of scrimmage, hands it off to Judd Davies up the middle, and Judd carries it out to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 yards on the play. John Gibson wide to the left along with Wilson Thomas. They stack the backfield in the eye with Javies and Thunder Collins. It is 2nd down and 6 for the Huskers. Football just shy of their 25. Here's a keeper by Eric Crouch. Now sends a pass, and incomplete at the 35-yard line. He had Wilson Thomas open, and Crouch just underthrew him by a bit.
Yeah, see, we've had a couple of plays now. Eric Crouch, that play right there to Wilson Thomas, underthrown. He had that deep curl in, would have been a 1st down in the first drive. That ball thrown behind him a little bit and had a little bit too much zip on it. But Eric's still trying to find his level right here in this 1st quarter.
3rd down and 6 to go for Nebraska. Football just shy of their 25. Thomas goes wide to the left. Another wide out to the right. Davies and Thunder Collins in the backfield. Here's the option left side by Crouch. He's going to keep it, and Eric is spun down at the 24 at the line of scrimmage. No gain inside. Linebacker Joey Johnson made the play. And again, it's 3 and out for Nebraska. They're going to have to kick to Colorado. Kyle Larson at the 10-yard line of the Huskers, kicking right to left. Here's the snap. It's a good one. He gets the kick away. Hollowell will run under it and out of bounds as he catches it. Let's see where it's going to be marked out. As it was another nice punt by Kyle Larson, and they say it's going to be the 26-yard line of Colorado. The backfield is in the off-eye. Buffs start from their 26-yard line. 1st down and 10 to go. Here's Pesavento. He's going to hand it off to, Cortland Johnson, I believe, and he gets a yard out to the 27. Buffalo's 2nd down and 9. A fake by Pesavento. He's in trouble, and the whistles stop the flow of the play. There's a penalty flag laying across the way.
Before the snap occurred, False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
3 receivers for the Buffaloes, 2 set to the left, second down and 14. Here's Pesavento handing it off to Purify. Big hole up the middle, 25-30. He's gone again. He's to the 50, 40. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. He's to the 10. He's going to go all the way, but there's a penalty flag back downfield. And I think it's coming back.
And I think the linebacking situation for Nebraska.
On the offense, 10-yard penalty enforcing the spot of the foul. Remains second down.
That is indeed going to be the call, Eric. But again, the people at linebacker, Vedral and Jamie Burrow, they're reading the play and reacting very quickly and running themselves out of the play, and then Purify just simply cuts it back. And that time they were fortunate they dodged another major bullet right there. The offensive line of Colorado on the hold.
3 receivers, 2 set to the left. Man in motion to the left is Derek McCoy. Here is a handoff up the middle, across the 20, and out to the 24-yard line. Here's Pesavento under center, drops straight back in the pocket, looks, sends a pass out on the left flat, and it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. The intended receiver over in the left flat was going to be Matt Brunson. That's going to bring up a 4th down. And well, we got a penalty flag here on the field. Let's see what this is all about.
There's a sideline warning on Nebraska. First sideline warning of the half.
Here's the snap, and here is the kick. End over end. Gonna hit at the 38-yard line of the Huskers, take a Colorado bounce back across the 40, and the Buffaloes are gonna mark it dead. Huskers start from their 42. Thunder Collins the eye back. He gets the handoff up the middle he goes, and gets out to the 44-yard line. Cornelson's gonna go wide to the left. Wilson Thomas and Troy Hasselbrook the other way, and the Huskers are gonna go to the shotgun. Let's see what they try here. Here's Crouch faking, keeping the football, and Eric gets to the 45, and that's all. Colorado sealed that play off. Tyler Brayton wasn't fooled. He stayed right at home and stopped Crouch after a 1-yard gain. Third down, the Huskers need 7. Eric Crouch fires a look-in pass, and a grab made by Gibson, and he's in Colorado territory at the 48-yard line. Left cornerback Donald Strickland there to make the tackle. So Nebraska's going to go for it. Judd Davies and Thunder Collins in the backfield. 2 tight ends. On the left side, Tracy Wistrom. On the right, Aaron Galladay. Wilson Thomas is split to the left side. Here's the option left side by Crouch. Eric slips and falls at the 50-yard line. Just slipped, no other way to say it. And Colorado Buffaloes are going to take over at midfield with great field position. And let's see what the Buffaloes elect to do here. Here is a fake. Pesavento back to throw. Sends a pass down the field. Catch by Graham at the 40 of Nebraska. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. And he walks his way in. Is he in? No, he's out at the 1-yard line of the Huskers. The Buffaloes have everybody in tight. The backfield is in the eye. Bobby Pesavento under center. Takes a snap. Hands it off to the fullback, Brandon Drum, and he gets down closer to the goal line, but he did not get in. Again, the backfield is in the eye. Let's see what Pesavento does. Quarterback sneak over the right side. Did he break the plane and get in? And they say touchdown Colorado, finally. So the Buffaloes, they improved their lead to 20-0 over the Huskers with 5:35 still to go in the first quarter here at Folsom Field.
Now 2 crucial mistakes here so far. We saw the fumble, Jared Niedrich fumble. They took that in, touchdown pass to Graham. And then Nebraska going on 4th down. Eric Crouch slipping, not able to get up to the line of scrimmage, cut across, pick up that 1st down. And Colorado capitalizes right away. Here's a kick.
Jeremy Flores puts the boot through, and it is good. And here we go. High end over end. Davis from the 1-yard line. Josh to the 5, to the 10, out across the 15 to the 20, 25, 30. Davis to the 35, 40, far side 45, 50. Josh to the 45, to the 40, 35, 30. And he's finally belted out of bounds across the way. Oh, did the Huskers need that? Josh Davis picked the right time to make a great return for the Huskers, and Nebraska is going to have the football at the 25-yard line of Colorado.
Josh Davis showing great speed. He brought it up. He kept under control. Let that wedge set up inside, make their blocks, and then bingo. He talks about hitting a crease just like Eric Crouch hits a crease, and he did it. And he took it down to the far end of the field and gives some life now to this Husker offense.
Darren Diedrich back in the game at I-back. Wilson Thomas wide to the right. Set to the left side, John Gibson. 1st and 10 Huskers at the Colorado 25-yard line. Here's Crouch, fakes to the fullback, keeps the football. Eric inside the 25, takes it down to about the 23, where inside linebacker Sean Tufts came over to make the tackle. Thunder Collins is in the game along with Darren Diedrich. Collins will be wide out to the left. Wilson Thomas goes to the right. Davis and Diedrich are the backs in the odd. Here is Thunder coming around on the right. The handoff straight ahead to Darren Diedrich. Makes a tackle. 20, 15, and Darren is down to about the 12-yard line of Colorado. Michael Lewis, a strong safety. Donald Strickland, the left cornerback, came up to make the tackle.
And again, Colorado mindful of Thunder Collins in that spread set. He's coming around, as we talked about earlier, coming around what looks to be maybe a play that's going to involve him. And that catches your attention on defense over there. So you're watching for Thunder Collins on what may be some kind of an option play, and they send Diedrich right up the middle.
Troy Hasselbrook wide to the left, set to the right side is Wilson Thomas. Aaron Galladay to the tight end on the left side of the formation, backfield in the eye. Here's a 1st and 10 play, the option by Eric Crouch. He kept it and slipped and went down. Inside linebacker Sean Tufts appeared to trip him up on the play. They're going to give him a yard down to the 11, and it's going to be 2nd down and 9 to go for the Huskers. Single setback is Darren Diedrich. 2nd down. Here is Crouch faking, looking, rifles a pass, incomplete down at the 2-yard line. He tried to get it in the hands of John Bowling, the tight end, and he stretched out but just couldn't get to the football. Wilson Thomas wide to the right, backfield in the eye, 3rd down and 9 to go. Here's a bootleg, Crouch looking to throw, Eric into the end zone, incomplete. Tracy Wistrom was the target. He had 2 Colorado Buffaloes around him. Free safety Robbie Robinson was one of them, but now it's going to bring up a 4th down situation for the Huskers. Here is the field goal try by Josh Brown. It is long enough, and it is good from 28 yards out. So Nebraska gets on the scoreboard. It's now Colorado 21 and the Huskers 3 with 3:23 remaining in the opening quarter of action. Here's the kick by Josh Brown, high end over end. Roman Hollowell is going to retreat back into the end zone, and he's just going to touch it down. Bobby Purify is the running back for the Buffaloes in the backfield. Buffaloes start from their 20. Here is a inside hand up to Purify again, 25-30, 35-40, Purify to the 50, 45-40, and Nebraska chases him down and brings him down at the 36-35 line of the Huskers. DeJuan Gross, Keo Craver, and Scott Shanley finally caught up with him and made the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Buffs. Bobby Pesavento back in the pocket, has protection, swings a pass left, flat, a catch at the 35-30. And spun out of bounds is the receiver out at the 29-yard line of the Huskers. Mark Vedral over there to spin the receiver out. Matt Brunson is the wideout. Here's the handoff to Purify, and down he goes at the 27-yard line. So let's see what Colorado tries. A wideout to the right. Backfield is stacked in the I formation. They need a yard on 3rd down. Pesavento turns, hands it off to Purify. Big hole, 25, 20, 15. Down he goes to the 12-yard line. Make it the 12 or 11 of the Huskers. Another 1st down. Roverback Dion Booker made the tackle, and there is another run by Bobby Purify. So Nebraska now goes on the defensive again. The Buffaloes at their 12. Pesavento hands it off straight ahead, and streaking into the end zone is Chris Brown for the touchdown. They took it right up the gut, and Colorado scores again.
Boy, and their guys up front that time, Hage and Lucier and Gerard, terrific blocks up front. And Purify cuts it, Brown cuts it right behind all of that blocking. And again, the Huskers just running themselves out of the play. Linebackers not making a play. Defensive line slanting to the right on that. He cut back across the grain, and
here's the extra point made by Mark Mariscal. So we have a timeout with 1:50 to go in this opening quarter, and it's now Colorado 28 and the Huskers 3. Brome kicking left to right as we look down on the field, and here is the kick. End over end. To the goal line, Josh Davis. Here he comes. He's to the 5. He's to the 10. Far side, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he is forced out of bounds. To see where they're going to mark him out. They're going to spot it at the 32-yard line. Eric Crouch hands it off to Thunder Collins, sweeping left side, got blockers. He is just shy of the 35-yard line. Wilson Thomas goes wide to the left, split to the right side. It's John Gibson, and Thunder Collins comes around to the left. Here's the shotgun. Here's a fake, a keeper by Eric Crouch, and he is brought down at the 37-yard line. 3 wideouts, 2 to the right for the Huskers. Third down, they need 5. Football is at their 37-yard line. Here's the option right side by Eric Crouch. Pitches it to Thunder, got running room 40. Thunder, 45, 50. He's to the 45, and down he goes at about the 41-yard line of Colorado. A great run by Thunder Collins, and Nebraska needed that one. Free safety Robbie Robinson finally came up to make the tackle.
And they caught him in a blitz. They caught Colorado in a blitz coming very, very hard from that left side. That whole area vacated out of there in the secondary. And again, the Huskers calling the right play at the right time and moving the football. That option play, Thunder going downfield and making the defensive man pay the prices. Here in the background, that is the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with a score. Colorado 28, the Huskers 3. The Huskers go to the 3-back eye. Thunder Collins is the I-back. Nebraska with a first down at the Colorado 41-yard line. Here is a fake. Crouch rolls back. Now sends a pass down the field. Got Wistrom streaking down the field. Couldn't get it at the 5-yard line. Incomplete. It was on his fingertips and he couldn't haul it in. Huskers will go to the shotgun on second down and 10 from the Colorado 41. Here is a keeper by Crouch over the left side, and Eric takes it down to the 36-yard line of the Buffaloes. That is a gain of 5. Gibson goes wide to the left. Set to the right side is Wilson Thomas. Single setback. John Bowling, a tight end, goes in motion to the left side. Here's Crouch, back, looks, sends a pass up the field, and knocked away from Bowling at the 25-yard line. Incomplete. Roderick Sneed was covering on the play for Colorado. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Huskers. 3 receivers, 2 set to the left side for the Huskers. The backfield in the eye with Davies and Thunder Collins. Here's Crouch running the option. Here's a pitch around to the near side to Ben Zychek, 40, 35, and gets inside and spun down at the 27-yard line. Got inside the 30, got extra yardage.
Dropped by the line, Judge, right down below us.
On the offense. Fewer than 7 players on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down.
Larson kicking left to right, standing at the 45-yard line of the Huskers. Here's the snap, and here is the kick. High hanging kick. Hollowell's going to let it bounce inside the 5 and roll into the end zone for the touchback. They go with 3 wideouts, 2 set to the right. Man in motion to the right, that's Brandon Drum, a fullback. Here's a handoff to Purify. Hits over the right side, and quick acceleration gets him out to the 25-yard line. Flanking wide to the left is Roman Hollowell for the Buffaloes. Second down and 5 from their 25-yard line from the eye. Here is a fake. Rolling to the right side is Pesavento. Uncorks a pass. Got Graham again at the 40, 45. Daniel Graham is out to about the 48-yard line of Colorado. I think the official's going to spot the football at the 48 of the Buffs, and left cornerback Keo Craver over there to make the play for the Huskers.
Graham in the first quarter, 2 catches for 70 yards, tack it on right there. He came out that time, left side tight end. He actually put a block on Jamie Burrow, the middle linebacker, then worked off that block and got off into the pattern. Graham is for real. He can run.
First down and 10 to go. Here is a handoff to Purify. He's to the 50, 45, 40, and finally spun down from behind by Willie Amos, but not before he gets to the 35-yard line of the Huskers. That is another first down and another big chunk of yardage on the ground for Bobby Purify.
Again, trying to get themselves lined up into the right crease and not able to do it.
Back goes Pesavento, sends another pass down the field, and a pass caught by Derek McCoy inside the 5 and is dragged out of bounds at about the 1-yard line by DeJuan Gross, who saved the touchdown. Another big play by Colorado.
Colorado ran all the receivers on the right side down the field and across, running them out of the territory. And then McCoy cut from his slot position over here on the left side and cut it across the field. He's the second leading receiver on this football team. He's got great speed, and he was wide open on that play again as Pesavento drops one in there. Pesavento doing a great job of throwing the football this afternoon.
First down and goal to go for Colorado at the 1-yard line of the Huskers. Pesavento turns, hands it off to Chris Brown, and in he goes, standing up for the touchdown.
Down in the end zone, Gerard just kept running Keogh Craver all the way back, all the way through the end zone and back to the screen. A little activity down there, but again, bottom line here is another Colorado touchdown over that right side. Not much in the way of defense at all on that right side to stop that.
Jeremy Flores in to try the extra point for the Buffaloes. Snap, ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. So we've got a timeout on the field with 12:21 still to go in the first half. It's Colorado 35 and the Huskers 3. Pat Brome to kick off for Colorado, kicking right to left. Josh Davis 2 yards deep in the end zone. Here's the kick. High end over end, and Davis is going to catch it about 7 yards deep in the end zone, and he's going to touch it down. Nebraska starts from their 20-yard line, first down and 10 to go. Thomas goes in motion to the left side. Here's the handoff to Diedrich, cuts it back up the middle, and Colorado there at the line of scrimmage. They shut off that play big time. No gain. Inside linebacker Sean Tufts. Defensive tackle Brandon Dabdoob over there to make the tackle for CU. Again, Darren Diedrich, the lone setback in the backfield. They send Thomas in motion to the left again. Crouch looking, swings a pass left flat, a catch by Wilson Thomas, and he is out to the 23, and that's it. Steve Krewald in the game at fullback. Darren Diedrich remains the I-back. The Huskers go to 3 wideouts, 2 set to the right side. Third down and 7. Here's Crouch rifling a pass, a look in, a catch by Wilson Thomas out across the 40, 45, and Thomas out to the 48-yard line. That is a first down for the Huskers. Outside linebacker Drew Walruse over to make the tackle. That's what the Huskers needed.
You got it over the middle, a deep crossing pattern by Wilson Thomas. He lined up split way to the left side. Put a great move on the cornerback there, kind of got him leaning to the left, out to the sideline, and then cut it back inside. Tremendous speed, Wilson Thomas. The ball delivered right on the numbers. Huskers moving upfield.
Thunder Collins goes wide to the right. Split to the left side is Wilson Thomas. The backfield is in the eye. Here is a handoff to Diedrich. Hands it off to Thunder. Gives it back to Eric Crouch. Fires a pass up the field. Wistrom with the catch at the 32-yard line. Inside the 30. Tracy Wistrom is forced out at the 27-yard line of Colorado. Strong safety Michael Lewis. Outside linebacker Drew Walruse had to make the play. A little razzle-dazzle by the Big Red.
Well, when Colorado flows as well as they've been doing here in the first half, Warren, again, that quickness and speed, you want to try to use some of that against them. They did there on that play. A triple reverse on the play, and then the throw by Eric Crouch immediately down to Tracy Wistrom, who had cut here deep to the outside just below us. And again, they get it upfield, making the plays. Here's the next one.
Passer Rook wide to the left along with Wilson Thomas. Ben Cornelison is set to the right. Huskers first and 10 at the 27-yard line of Colorado. The give goes to Darren Diedrich. Ran into one of his own men and is stopped at the 25-yard line. A gain of only 2. Wide to the left is Wilson Thomas. 2 tight ends in the game. Backfield is in the eye with Krewald and Darren Diedrich. Here is the handoff to Krewald. 20, 15, 10, 5. He's going to score! Now that's what the Huskers needed.
There's an old line about what's sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander, and Huskers just did it to Colorado. They were looking option. They bid on all the option action, and Krewald, well, he just took the load and he went, and he just kept going, and nobody was going to stop Steve Krewald. He just took the charge right up the middle. Big 245-pounder from Scotia, Nebraska, gets the touchdown, and that's what you need to see.
Here's the extra point try by Josh Brown, and it is good. Huskers will kick off. Josh Brown kicking left to right. And here is the kick. Oh, he drills it high end over end. That's going to sail clear out of the end zone. No return on that one. So Colorado starts from their 20, a wide out to the right. Sipnewski, the tight end, goes in motion to the right. Here is a handoff to Chris Brown, breaks 1 tackle. And, that's Marcus Houston in the game now as he is out to the 25-yard line. Second down and 5 to go for Colorado from their 25-yard line. This time, Pesavento hands it off to Marcus Houston looking for running room. He's not going to find it, and the black shirts stuff him. Man alive, a great play that time by the black shirts. Mania Brown, Des Moines Adams were both there to bring Marcus Houston down, and the loss is going to be back to the 24-yard line of Colorado, where it's going to bring up third down and 6 to go for the Buffaloes.
Mania Brown is the extra guy that they put in. Selecta Nelson in the ball game now. Selecta coming off the field. They're going to go back to the 4-man line right here. 3rd down, passing situation.
Twin receivers split just a bit to the left side. Back in the pocket goes Bobby Pesavento. Pressure coming. Sends a pass up the field and a catch made at the 39. Okay, now they're going to say, they say that he was inbounds at the 39-yard line.
There was movement on the offensive line over there. And Kelsey, I believe, jumped and he made contact with the end over there on the far side. Now they didn't blow the whistle. So you got the free one. You don't know what's going to happen. So you make the play. Here we go.
Ball start on the offense.
Yeah, there it is. That end on the far side was moving.
3rd and 11. Colorado back at their 19-yard line. Let's see what the Buffaloes do here. They send a man in motion to the left. That's Derek McCoy. And here is the handoff. And getting the call is Bobby Purify. Crosses the 20, gets out to the 23, where T.J. Hollowell came over from his weak side linebacker position to make the tackle for the Huskers. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. Mark Mariscal back to punt for Colorado. Here's the snap, and here is the kick by Mariscal. Oh, a high hanging kick. It's a beauty. DeJuan Gross runs under it at the 34-yard line of the Huskers, looking for running room. 35 near sideline, and crosses the 40, spins out across the 45, but they say he was out back at the 42-yard line of the Huskers. The Huskers go to the shotgun. They start from their 42-yard line. Here's Crouch going to keep the football. Eric's going to run it. 45, 50, and he's inside the 45 of Colorado, down to the 47-yard line of the Buffaloes. Wideouts both ways. Here is a fake, a keeper by Crouch, now pitches it off, and it goes to Thunder Collins, and Thunder is inside the 40. And let's see where they're going to mark it. They're going to spot the football down at the 36-yard line of Colorado, where Aaron Killian was over there to make the tackle for the Buffaloes. 2nd down and 3 to go. Wilson Thomas goes wide to the left. 2 tight ends in the game. Backfield is in the eye. Judd Davies is the fullback. Here's Crouch, handing the ball off to Thunder, and he's hit behind the line for a loss. Back around the 38-yard line, Justin Bannon knifed in there to make a good, tough hit. 3rd down and 6 to go for the Huskers. Football back at the 38-yard line of Colorado. Twin receivers to the right, the backfield in the eye. Here's a bootleg by Crouch and a pass and a catch by Wilson Thomas as he's going out of bounds at the 32-yard line of Colorado, and that is a 1st down for the Huskers. They keep the drive alive. Backfield in the eye. Here is a pitch to Diedrich. He fakes, keeps the football. They're into the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's gone. Touchdown.
What execution. What execution on the play. Diedrich faked the handoff or the pitch to Ben Zychek coming around towards the booth there, back towards us. And then over there on that far side, the blocking was downfield, and it was pretty to watch. Darren Diedrich taken in. Darren Diedrich getting the Huskers right back in the ball game.
Here is the extra point try by Josh Brown. Snap, ball is down, kick is on the way, and it is, it's no good. They say it's no good, so the score remains 35-16 in favor of Colorado.
It's going to be, here comes the kickoff.
Here's a kick by Josh Brown, high end over end, not real deep. Roman Hollowell from the 16 of Colorado. He's to the 20, 25, and picks his way out near the 30-yard line. In fact, they're going to spot him down at the 29 is where they're going to mark it. And now some tempers flaring down on the field. The official stepping in, breaking some things up. Colorado starts from their 29-yard line. Bobby Purify is in the game at running back. He's going to get the handoff, looking for running room, and nothing doing. Oh, the Huskers, they spin him down. Jeremy Selecta and Casey Nelson there were hit there they were sent there to stop him, and they did. And Colorado, they lose a yard back to their 28. 2nd down and 11 to go for the Buffaloes. Wideouts both ways. The backfield is in the eye, and Pesavento turns, hands the ball off to Purify again, and stumbles his way across the 30, carries out to the 32-yard line. Pesavento this time back in the pocket, looks, sends a pass right side, got a receiver out there, and a catch is made by Hollowell, and he goes out of bounds, holding onto the football at the 44-yard line of Colorado. Pat Ricketts was all over him, and he still caught the ball.
That was good coverage. It's a good throw and a great catch.
Twin receivers to the left. Pesavento turns, hands it off to Purify, hits over the right side and carries out to the 46-yard line. He got a couple of yards on the carry. Colorado now with a 2nd down and 8. Here's Pesavento faking, rolls left, now sends a pass out in the flat, and a catch by Graham, no good. It's incomplete. Thought he had it, then he couldn't hold on. Scott Shanley was defending on the play that time for the Huskers, and a heck of a play by Shanley. Pesavento the snap, drops straight back in the pocket. Huskers are coming, dumps a pass over the middle. A catch by Graham, 45-40, and he is wrestled out at the 36-yard line of the Huskers by Chris Kelsey. Oh my goodness, and there is Chris Kelsey down on the play after making the play. Well, he gets back up. He gets back up and walks back to the huddle. He pointed to his left shoulder as he came off the field. Here's Pesavento handing the ball off to Chris Brown. He's to the 30, 25-20. He's gone again for another touchdown.
Man, that counter is just killing the Huskers. They pull the outside people. They lead them to the right side. They seal off with the people on the right side. And our guys just can't get there.
Well, there's a penalty flag in the end zone. Let's see what this is all about.
The touchdown is good. After the play had ended, personal foul on Colorado. 15-yard penalty, try from the 18-yard line.
Snap, ball is down, kick is up. He's got the distance, and it is good. So we have 3 minutes and 19 seconds to go in this first half in Boulder. And now it's Colorado 42 and the Huskers 16. And here is Brohm's kickoff. High end over end. Josh Brown fields it about 4 yards deep, and they say touch it down. Deontay Grixby was there to say, hey, let's don't run it out, touch it down, because Josh Davis was prepared to do that. In fact, he had almost started to. Man in motion to the left side is Wilson Thomas. He's got three wideouts to the left now. Here's Crouch, inside pass to Wilson Thomas. He gets loose at the 35, 40, 50. Thomas to the 40. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. He's to the 10. And he's fighting his way and dragged out of bounds at about the 1 or 2 yard line of Colorado. They're going to mark it out at the 2. What a great play by the Huskers. They needed that one.
Well, again, they needed to get on the board quickly. Wilson Thomas, he went out to the left-hand side. He cut back on a jailbreak type screen. Ball was tipped in the air. Somehow he was able to come up with it, catch it, concentrate and catch it, and then it's off to the races. He was trying to get a good block from Gibson downfield to get into the end zone, but it didn't happen, and here we go. Let's get it in.
The three-back eye with Krewald, Davies, and Diedrich. First and goal, Huskers at the Colorado 2. The handoff to Darren, and he fights down near the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown. Oh, what a big score that was for the Huskers. Josh Brown is in to try the point after. The kick is on the way, and it is good. And folks, just like that, it's now 42-23 in favor of Colorado. Here is Josh Brown kicking off, and the kick, high end over end, and that's a good one. Hollowell has to retreat deep into the end zone, about the 5 yards in, and he touches it down for the automatic touchback. They send twin receivers to the left, a wide out to the right, a single setback. They start from their 20. Now man in motion to the left side, that's Derek McCoy. Here's a handoff back to the right, and there is another gain by Chris Brown out across the 30, out to the 33 for a first down. Casey Nelson finally tripped him up to make the tackle. Here's Pesavento. He's handing it off again, and breaking a tackle is Purify out to the 40-yard line of Colorado. Second down and 3 to go for the Buffaloes at their 40. Pesavento hands it off, and it is Chris Brown getting knocked down at the 40-yard line. He'll be no gain on the play. Oh, a late arriving penalty flag.
After the play had ended, personal foul on the offense. 15-yard penalty, brings up third down.
Third down and 18 for the Buffaloes. Football now resting at their 25-yard line. Three wideouts, two set to the left, man in motion to the right. That's going to be Cedric Cormier. Here is a handoff. It goes to Purify, a sweep to the right side, and is tripped down as he crosses the 25. His knee goes down at the 27. Mark Vedral did the tripping. Here's a snap back to Mariscal. The game clock, and now it does start. Here is a kick. Low end over ender, going to roll inside the 30, inside the 25, and it's going to bounce out around the 20-yard line of the Huskers. Let's see where the official is going to mark it. It's going to be marked out at the 21-yard line is where they are going to officially mark that football. The Huskers go to the shotgun with 4 wideouts. Here's a quarterback draw by Eric Crouch. He's across the 25, and Eric gets out to just shy of the 30-yard line. Huskers are set to go. They operate out of the shotgun, 2 wideouts each way. The snap back to Crouch again. Eric comes to the near sideline, a catch by Thunder Collins to the 30, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. And that'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Again, they go to the shotgun formation. The snap back to Eric Crouch. Eric looks, comes to the near side to Thunder again, catches it 35-40, and Thunder steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line to stop the clock with 20 seconds to go. Second down for the Huskers. The snap back to Eric Crouch from the gun. Swing pass right flat to Thunder again, and he steps out at the 42-yard line.
Looks to the left this time.
2 wideouts each way from the gun. Here is Eric Crouch, rifles a pass, wide open Gibson at the 45, reverses his field, and he gets out of bounds at the Colorado 46-yard line, and that's going to stop the clock with 10 seconds remaining in the half.
They can get it down there close. Josh Brown inside the 40-yard line. He's 78% proficient in field goals, and every point is going to count in this ball game today. If they get it down about the 35, 33-yard line, Brown's got a chance.
4 seconds, 3. The snap back to Crouch from the shotgun. Eric comes to the near side, and Gibson makes a great catch. They say he caught it, and he goes out at the 35-yard line. So the clock runs out of time. And both teams head to the locker room, and that's the end of the first half with our score. It's Colorado 42 and the Huskers 23. Josh Brown will kick off for the Huskers, and he will kick to either Roman Hollowell or Clyde Sorrell, kicking right to left. Here's the start of the third quarter. The kick by Josh, high, end over end, and it's going to sail deep into the end zone. It'll be touched down by Roman Hollowell. First play of the second half. Pesavento turns, hands the ball off, and it is Purify being hit behind the line. John Clanton knifed in there to bring him down for a loss. A good start for the Black Shirts. A single setback. Pesavento rolls to the right. Now looks, fires a pass out in the right flat, and a catch is made by Cedric Cormier, and he is sent out of bounds up around the 28-29-yard line of Colorado. It's third down and a long one for Colorado. Here is a handoff straight ahead to Purify. Bounces off to defenders. He didn't get the first down. He stopped at the 29-yard line. That's going to bring up a fourth down. Chris Kelsey and Casey Nelson were there to make the stop, and the Black Shirts have come out and made a statement at the start of the third quarter. Back in punt formation is Mark Mariscal, standing at the 15-yard line of Colorado. Here's the snap to him, and he is going to get the kick away. It's a low driving kick. DeJuan Gross lets it bounce. It's going to hit at the 32-yard line, roll across the 30, and it's going to be blown dead at the 28-yard line of the Huskers. Under center, Eric Crouch. He turns, hands it off to Diedrich, up the middle, across the 30, 35, and Darren Diedrich carries out to near the 37, 38-yard line, where strong safety Michael Lewis came up to make the tackle for Colorado. Eric Crouch is changing the play at the line of scrimmage. He turns, he hands the ball off to Diedrich, looking for running room. He's got the first down as he crosses the 40, and Diedrich takes it out to the 41-yard line. First down, Huskers. Wilson Thomas wide to the left. Set to the right side is John Gibson. Nebraska from their 41, a first down and 10 call. Eric Crouch runs the option right side, drops back, wants to throw it, sends a pass, and he had Gibson open. He was turned around the wrong way, though, for the pass. Incomplete down at the 43-yard line of Colorado. John Gibson was wide open. Huskers go to the shotgun. 4 wideouts, 3 set to the right side of the formation. Here is Crouch going to run the quarterback draw. 40, Eric to the 45, he's to the 50, and gets into Colorado territory, and down he goes at the 47-yard line of the Buffaloes. First and 10 at the Colorado 47-yard line. Here's Crouch, handing it to Diedrich up the middle, breaks a tackle inside the 45. Diedrich carries down to the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 5. The backfield is in the eye with Judd Davies and Darren Diedrich. Second and 5, the pitch to Diedrich. Power sweep to the right side, and not too much doing. Diedrich gets to the 42-yard line, the line of scrimmage, and that is about all. Eric Crouch is changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Crouch moves back in under center, runs the option left side, is going to keep it. Crouch to the 40, breaks a tackle, gets it down to the 35-yard line of Colorado, and that is enough for the first down. Now Collins comes back in motion to the left. Back to throw it is Eric Crouch. Sends a pass down the field, and it is caught by Tracy Wistrom. And are they saying no? It's incomplete. Wistrom is unhappy as the officials have ruled that catch incomplete. Wilson Thomas is split to the left, and the Huskers go to the shotgun. Darren Diedrich to the left of quarterback Eric Crouch. Eric is going to run the football. He's to the 35-30, 25-20, 15, and he's wrestled out of bounds at around the 10-yard line of Colorado. It is first down and goal to go. Huskers, Robbie Robinson wrestled Crouch out of bounds along the near sideline.
Oh, man, and what a convoy he had going around that left side. He had Rutherford over there and Waldrop coming over, and a whole host of other. He had the left side of the line blocking down, and those two guys pulling from the right side to lead it down through and make terrific blocks on the people coming up. The linebacker tried to come in, and again, he was knocked down by John Rutherford, and then Crouch was off to the races, and he delivered a great blow once he got downfield. That was great to see.
This is a great-looking drive by the Huskers. They have a first and goal at the Colorado 10. Flanking wide to the right, Thunder Collins. Wilson Thomas set to the left side. Here's a handoff to Darren Diedrich, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage, the 10. Nothing doing. Tracy Wistrom, the tight end, is aligned on the right side. The backfield is in the off-eye, set right. Here is Crouch rolling to the right. Eric wants to throw it, and a pass is caught down near the goal line by Tracy Wistrom. He's at the 1-yard line, and strong safety Michael Lewis was covering. A great catch by Tracy Wistrom, and it's going to bring up now third down and goal to go, and the Huskers 1 yard away from that Colorado end zone.
Warren, a great catch and a great throw. I'm not sure how Eric was able to fit it in there. Tracy kind of got banged a little bit at the line of scrimmage, and then somehow the ball gets fitted through, and Tracy is able to concentrate and make the grab. Here's a third down play.
The Huskers go to the three-back eye with everybody in tight. The handoff to Darren Diedrich, and he dives at the goal line. He did not get in.
Not only that, he might have dropped it.
And he fumbled, and Colorado says they've got the football. We're waiting for the officials to give the sign, and Colorado gets the football. Oh, ouch! DeAndre Fluellen, I think, recovered the football for the Buffaloes, and just after the Huskers had driven on a great-looking drive, they lose it at the 1-foot line. Derek McCoy flanks wide to the right side. The Buffaloes have the backfield in the eye at their 1-foot line. Bobby Pesavento, the quarterback. He turns. He's going to hand it off, and it is a safety by the Huskers as they make a big... Well, now, wait a minute now. No indication by the official. Now they're going to set the ball back at the 1-foot line. That looked like a safety. Scott Shanley and Jamie Burrow were there to make the play. Eric McCoy wide to the right. Second down and 10, Colorado at the 1-foot line. Here's a handoff to Chris Brown, and he bangs his way out to the 2. Third down for the Buffaloes. Here's Pesavento faking in the end zone. Lobs a pass down the field. Incomplete. Tried to get it to Derek McCoy, but Keough Craver was step for step with him. It's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the kick by Mariscal, and he just got it away. End over end. Hits at the 43, rolls inside the 40. Colorado has to quickly down it at their 38-yard line. Eric Crouch hands the ball off to Thunder Collins, picks his way inside the 35 and gets it down to the 31.
Second and 2.
Wilson Thomas wide to the right, set to the left side. It's Ben Cornelison and John Gibson. The handoff to Thunder Collins, a sweep to the right side. Thunder to the 25, he's to the 20, stiff arms his way, gets inside the 20 and is out of bounds at the 8. Oh, they're going to mark it at the 17-yard line. Wilson Thomas wide to the right, set to the left side. Ben Cornelison and Troy Hasselbrook. First down and 10 to go for Nebraska at the 17 of Colorado. Here is Judd Davies inside the 15. Judd carries down to the 14 or 13-yard line of the Buffs. Huskers are going to go to the shotgun formation. Second down, we'll call it 6 to go at the 13-yard line of Colorado. 2 wideouts each way. Here is Crouch handing it off straight ahead to Thunder. Down he goes to the 10-yard line. Wilson Thomas set to the right, backfield in the eye. Third down, here's Crouch handing it to Thunder up the middle and carries down near the 7-yard line of Colorado. It's going to be close to the first down. How big is this measurement? They're going to extend the stakes, and it is just shy. Thomas wide to the left, everybody else in tight. Quarterback sneak by Eric Crouch. He dives down, and we'll see, and should have the first down. Nebraska moves out over the football. Wistrom and Galladay in the game at tight end. Wilson Thomas split way to the left side. The backfield is in the eye with Davies and Thunder. Here is Crouch keeping the football. He's to the 5, and Gore standing up. The fake to Davies. And Eric Crouch gets Nebraska a little bit closer now to the Buffaloes. Here's the extra point by Josh Brown. It's on the way, and it is good. 42-30 in favor of Colorado over the Huskers. And we'll get down to Gary Sharp on that penalty in just a second. Here's the kick by Josh Brown. High end over end, not real deep. Roman Hollowell at the 9 to the 10, 15, 20, 25. Gets outside wide at the 30, 35, 40. Penalty flag falls, and he is out of bounds up around the 44-yard line. But there's a penalty flag back downfield. Let's go down to Gary Sharp.
Well, the reason that Nebraska kicked off from the 35 during that Josh Brown extra point, a little extracurricular stuff by a Nebraska lineman cost Nebraska the 15 yards. And now a Colorado penalty here on the kickoff actually helps out after that long return by Hollowell.
Backfield is in the eye. 1st and 10 call. Here's Pesavento. Faking, rolling to the right, is in trouble. He's pressured by Kelsey, and he just throws that away. Chris Kelsey was all over him and forced that throw too quickly.
You know what, Warren? It's almost too bad that he did that because Vedral was waiting there. He had that play diagnosed all the way. They're going to try to come to their fullback, Brandon Drum, out of the backfield, and he was waiting there for that ball to be delivered. But you got to take it when you have it. Kelsey had it right there. He took it. So, again, great job by Kelsey and a great job by Vedral to stay with that receiver out of the backfield. That's tough duty when you have to pick up that guy coming out of the backfield.
So Colorado 2nd down and 10 from their 20. Twin receivers to the left, a single setback. Pesavento turns, and here is the handoff, and this time the Huskers stop it for a loss. Mark Vedral knifed in there to bring down Bobby Purify. That's the way to play it. Let's see what Pesavento tries. 3rd and 16 for the Buffaloes. Back in the pocket he goes. He looks, lobs a pass up there. Hollowell is there and can't get it at the 33-yard line. Incomplete. Pat Ricketts was with him all the way. 3:09 left in the third quarter. 42-30 in favor of Colorado. Here is the snap to Mariscal. Here is the kick. Oh, this is a nice hanging kick. And it's going to be fielded by DeJuan Gross. It's picked up by a Colorado player. And penalty flags fly all over the place and that's definitely a halo violation on the part of the Buffaloes.
It could be even more. It could be running into the receiver here. It could be a personal foul type thing. We'll see.
Listen to John Bible as they're sifting this out.
Interference with the opportunity to catch the kick on the kicking team. Non-contact foul. 5-yard penalty, first down.
I think he got hit.
I think he did too.
I'm sure he got hit, as a matter of fact.
Eric Crouch under center. He takes the snap, hands it off to Thunder. Over the right side, got running room, and is brought down at the 38, 37-yard line of Colorado. Donald Strickland got him by the ankle and would not let him go any further. 2nd down. Here's Crouch handing it off, and Thunder is hit for a loss. Back to the original line of scrimmage, the 41. Outside linebacker Drew Walrus and defensive tackle Justin Bannon combined on the stop. 3rd down, the Huskers need 10. Here's a fake. Eric Crouch to throw it. Down the field with a pass. Incomplete. Gibson made a good try at the 30, but he was covered like a glove by Roderick Sneed. Couldn't make the grab. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the snap to Kyle Larson. He'll get the kick away off to the left, end over end. And it's going to go out of bounds, and a nice kick by Kyle Larson. Let's see where they're going to spot it. And they're going to spot it at the 7-yard line of Colorado. The Buffaloes have Chris Brown in the game at running back. He's a lone setback behind Bobby Pesavento. Pesavento retreats to the end zone, is now going to have to run out. He's got running room. He's to the 5, Pesavento to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, and he steps out of bounds across the way at the 29-yard line. 3 receivers, 2 set to the right for the Buffaloes. 1st and 10 from their 29-yard line. Pesavento turns and hands off to Chris Brown, and he carries Huskers across the 40 and gets out to the 41-yard line. Mark Vedral and DeJuan Gross on the stop for the Huskers. Here's Pesavento taking the snap, handing it off to Brown, 45, or check it, Purify back in there. He's all the way to the 40-yard line of the Huskers, where Scott Shanley and Willie Amos combined on the stop. Man in motion to the right. That's Brandon Drum, the fullback. He's split to the left. Here's a handoff to Chris Brown. Shakes one tackler, gets to the 40, and carries down to the 38, 39-yard line of the Huskers, where middle linebacker Jamie Burrow came over to make the play. That is going to be the end of the third quarter here at Folsom Field, and our score, Colorado 42, the Huskers 30. Chris Brown is the lone setback Back goes Pesavento. He's in trouble. Steps up, sends a pass, and incomplete at the 25. Almost intercepted by DeJuan Gross. Cedric Cormier was the intended receiver. Oh, DeJuan Gross came so close. So 3rd down and 8 to go for the Buffaloes at the 39-yard line of the Huskers. They go with 3 wideouts. 2 set to the right side. Chris Brown is the lone setback. Here's Pesavento dropping straight back in the pocket, is in trouble, and gets away, rolls to the right. Now it lobs a pass, and overshot a guy wide open, but a penalty flag.
Pass interference on the defense. Maximum penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
They send Drum in motion to the right. Here's Pesavento handing the ball off to Brown, cuts it up the middle, inside the 20, inside the 15, still on his feet, inside the 10 to the 9. Deion Booker finally wrestled him down. Cormier split to the right along with Roman Hollowell. Pesavento hands it off to Purify now in the game, tries to pick his way, fights his way down to the 5-yard line. Cormier wide to the right along with Matt Brunson. The backfield is in the off eyes, set to the right side. Pesavento this time fakes, he'll roll to the right, looks, eludes one defender, now lobs it and just throws it away, but we've got a penalty flag in the end zone. DeJuan Gross could be the guilty one.
Holding on the defense on an eligible receiver before the pass is thrown. Penalty is half the distance to the goal line. Automatic first down.
Yeah, the pressure was coming from the right side over there. They were almost to Pesavento. Somebody was hanging on to him. Might have been Burrow, but then he threw the ball way up over his head. Not a catchable ball, but Gross apparently, or whoever it was down there on the infraction, had a hold of him before the ball was thrown. So that, again, constitutes holding on the play. So
let's quickly check in with Gary Sharp.
Brunson in the end zone. Frank just asked the referee, was that a catchable ball? And they said it wasn't a catchable ball, but the holding happened before the ball was even released.
Yeah.
So it is 1st down and goal to go for Colorado. Here's Pesavento handing it off and stumbling his way down near the goal line is Chris Brown, and I don't think he got in. No, they're going to mark it just short at the 1-foot line. Colorado has everybody in tight. The backfield is in the straight eye. Pesavento turns, hands it off to Chris Brown, who takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. That is a big touchdown for the Buffaloes.
It really is huge, very, very huge. That 12-point lead is now at 18, probably go to 19 here in a moment. Jamie Burrow there, middle linebacker, a little bit too late. Hit him right at the goal line and took him right on in. It's tough to bring it down to big, strong back. It's got a two or three step run on you. Here's the kick.
Here's the kick by Jeremy Flores upcoming. Ball is down, the kick is on the way, and it is good. So we have got 12:50 to play in the football game. It's now Colorado 49 and the Huskers 30. And here is the kick. Drills it end over end, not real high but deep, and Davis has to catch it and step out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. Illegal substitution is going to be called.
Substitution on the offensive team, breaking the sideline huddle with 12 players. 5-yard penalty.
Wilson Thomas was talking to John Gibson, and Gibson started to leave the field, and that's when the penalty flag came flying. Judd Davies and Thunder Collins are in the eye in the backfield. Here's Eric Crouch rolling to the right, now looking back to the left, sets up a pass, and a catch by Thunder Collins at the 10. He's to the 15, and Thunder draws a crowd and is cut down at the 20-yard line. So the Huskers now face 2nd and 10 from their 20. Twin receivers to the right. The backfield is in the off-ice set right. Bootlegging it to the right is Eric Crouch. He comes with a pass, and his receiver, John Gibson, fell down at the 32-yard line. Gibson goes wide to the left along with Troy Hasselbrook. The backfield is in the eye. 3rd down, Nebraska needs 10. Man in motion to the left is Gibson, or to the right. Back to throw it is Eric Crouch over the middle, and a catch by Gibson. He's out to the 32, but there's a penalty flag on the play.
Holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat 3rd down.
Thomas goes in motion to the left side. Here's Crouch bootlegging it back near the goal line. Now sends a pass up the field, intercepted by Colorado. Michael Lewis has it 25-20, 15-10, and he is shoved out of bounds at about the 8-yard line, and Colorado will have a 1st and goal to go. Michael Lewis with the pick.
Michael Lewis, their leading interceptor on the year. He just picked off his 5th pass on the year. He had one against Colorado State, ran it back for a touchdown, but picks this one off. That's his career 9th interception for Colorado, and he was chosen as a preseason All-American, and he was just laying back there waiting for it, that experience that he has had, the senior has had his years at Colorado, as Eric tried to drill one in there.
He goes in motion to the left. Now back to the right. Here is a pitch, and it goes to Chris Brown, but a penalty flag stops the play.
Delay of game on the offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Twin receivers to the left. Here is a pitch back to the right to Chris Brown. Breaks a tackle to the 10, to the 5. He's in.
That play kind of typifies what's happened here today. Another missed tackle right there at the line of scrimmage. And Brown takes it on in.
And the Buffaloes are going to go for 2 on the play. 3 receivers, 2 set wide to the right. Here's Pesavetto dropping straight back, looking, lobs a pass into the end zone and throws it right into the hands of Dion Booker, who was wrestled down to the end zone by a Colorado player. So the score remains Colorado 55 and the Huskers 30 with 11 minutes and 33 seconds still to go. Here's the kick. And it's going to be off to the left, and it's going to sail out of bounds. No return on that one. And let's go down to Gary Sharp.
Well, there's no way that anybody coming into this game would think that Colorado would score 55 against the Blackshirts. DeJuan Gross coming off the field after that last CU touchdown, walked right by me, shaking his head, and he goes, "It ain't our day."
So Nebraska starts from their 20-yard line. They go to the shotgun formation. The snap back to Eric Crouch. He fakes, now sends a pass. Catch by Gibson to the 25. John eludes a defender and carries out to the 28-yard line for a gain of 8. Second down and 2 to go for the Huskers from their 28-yard line. Crouch turns and hands the ball off to Darren Diedrich, who crosses the 30, takes it out to the 31, gets the first down. DeAndre Fluellen makes the tackle for Colorado. Wilson Thomas will go wide to the left. Tracy Wistrom, the tight end, on the right side of the formation. Backfield in the eye. Here's a fake by Crouch. He'll roll to the left, being flushed out. Eric now fires a pass, and it's batted down. They need 10 for the first down, as Adrian just said. 3 wide outs, 2 set to the left, and now Cornelsen goes in motion to the left to give him 3 wide outs there. Here's Crouch winging a pass and throws it right through the hands of Cornelsen up at the 39-yard line of the Huskers. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 to go. Wistrom, the tight end, on the left side of the formation. Let's see what they do. Back to throw it is Crouch. Eric looks over the middle and picked off again by Colorado by inside linebacker Joey Johnson. He's to the 40, to the 35 of Nebraska, and wrestled down, and a penalty flags all over the place.
Gibson trying to catch the ball in traffic back there on that deep curl-in route, as we talked about before, that they ran successfully before, but Sean Tufts was the guy that popped him right when he caught the football. The ball bounced up in the air, and then one of their guys picked it off, and away you go.
After the interception, personal foul on Nebraska. 15-yard penalty, first down.
So from the I formation, Colorado 1st and 10. The handoff to Chris Brown, breaks a tackle inside the 10 and carries down to the 7-yard line. 2nd down and 1 for Colorado. Cormier split wide to the left. Man in motion is a tight end, Sipniewski to the left. Here is a handoff to Chris Brown, breaks 1 tackle and takes it into the end zone for another Colorado score. Here's Flores in to try the point after. Kick is up, and it is good. So 9 minutes and 41 seconds remain. Colorado 62 and the Huskers 30. Here's a kick by Brome, end over end. Josh Davis, 3 yards deep, out he comes. He's to the 5, he's to the 10, he's to the 15, and is spun down at about the 21-yard line.
They had given notice 3 games ago that they were ready to go.
From the 11, here is a handoff to Darren Diedrich, the Huskers 1st and 10, and Diedrich is brought down at the 15-yard line. He got 4 yards on the carry. So the Huskers now 2nd down and 5. The option left side by Eric Crouch. He'll keep it. Eric is cut down at the 20-yard line. Wilson Thomas goes wide to the right. Backfield is stacked in the I formation. 3rd down and a yard to go. Here's the option right side by Eric Crouch. He's going to keep it. He's to the 25, Crouch to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, Crouch to the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, and he runs out of real estate. as he is bumped out of bounds by a Colorado player, and he's spotted out at the 10-yard line of the Buffaloes.
Going downfield with Judd Davies, Darren Diedrich, and Eric Crouch just trying to make it all happen again, but again, just not enough time in terms of total possessions as Eric Crouch gets it down about the 10-yard line. Wanted to get it into the end zone and conserve as much time as he could. 8:01 left on the clock. It's stopped right now. They need to get it in here quick. Good.
So first down and goal to go for the Huskers at the 10-yard line of Colorado. Hasselbrook wide to the left. Cornelsen is split to the right. The backfield in the eye with Krewald and Diedrich. Here's Crouch turning. He hands it off to Diedrich. Big hole, gets it down to the 6. Gibson wide to the left along with Wilson Thomas. Davies and Diedrich in the backfield for the Huskers. Here's Crouch running the option left side. Eric keeps it. He's at the 5, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. So Eric Crouch leads the Huskers down the field, and they score. That makes it 62-36 in favor of Colorado with still 7:14 remaining.
Great job by the line again. They're not quitting. Nobody's quitting down there. It's just a function of time now. But again, everybody just playing this game like there's still plenty of time left to get it done. Rutherford down there blocking well. Garrison downfield, a great block in the end zone. And Eric Crouch, that tremendous quickness and speed. He turns it up inside and picks up a touchdown and make it 37 here in a moment, or 38, maybe going for 2.
They are going for 2. They go to the 3-back eye. Here's Crouch running the option, keeps the football at the 5, and down he goes at the 4. Score remains 62-36 Colorado. Colorado is expecting an onside kick by the Huskers, so we'll see how this plays out. Here's the kick by Josh Brown. It is a squib kick off to the right, and it's taken by a Colorado player. That is Cedric Cormier up at the 31-yard line. So the Buffaloes will have a wide out to the right. That's Derek McCoy. The backfield is in the eye. Sipnewski, a tight end on the wing, goes in motion to the right. And here is a handoff to Chris Brown, who carries out to the 35-yard line. He's brought down by strong side linebacker Scott Shanley. Cormier goes wide to the right. Sipnewski, the tight end, goes in motion to the right. The handoff straight ahead to Chris Brown, and the Huskers put him down after getting out to about the 38-yard line of Colorado, where Ryan Bingham over there to make the tackle for the Huskers. So Pesavento now hands the ball off to Chris Brown over the right side. 40, breaks a tackle, 45, stiff arms to the 50, and he's into Husker territory, and penalty flags fall across the way as he is out at the 48-yard line of the Huskers.
The runner was still in bounds when he was hit there. As far as there's no personal foul for a hit out of bounds. Disregard the flag.
Here's Pesavento handing it off to Purify. Penalty flags fall as Purify breaks down to the 40-yard line, maybe the 39 of the Huskers, but 2 penalty flags on the play. You know, Cortland Johnson for the last couple of years has had the big games on the ground for Colorado against Nebraska. He's been a non-factor today, as it's been Bobby Purify and Chris Brown who have really done all the damage for Colorado.
Johnson has been battling injuries, we know that, and maybe that accounts for the problem, but the wingback over there was moving up right before the snap. That accounted for the penalty.
Backfield is in the eye for Colorado, and the handoff goes to Purify, and he breaks across midfield and takes it down to the 47-yard line of the Huskers, where he's stopped by Aaron Turpening. Second down and 10 to go now for Colorado. Here is the pitch. It goes to Purify on a sweep to the right side, and he breaks a tackle across the 45 and takes it down to the 43-yard line of the Huskers. Jeremy Selecta and Mania Brown combined on the stop. Colorado with a 3rd down and 5 at the 43-yard line of Nebraska. Here's Pesavento giving it off, and there's Purify inside the 40. Carries down to the 38. Is going to be close to the first down. Rush in Chris Kelsey over there to make the tackle, and of course the crowd wants the Buffaloes to go for it. It's going to be 4th down and about a yard to go. So Colorado with a wide out to the left. That's Roman Hollowell. Backfield is in the eye. Tight end Sipnewski on the wing to the right. And the handoff to Chris Brown, and he breaks a tackle, 35-30, down to the 29-yard line, and Colorado has a first down. Middle linebacker Jamie Burrow finally made the play. Matt Brunson flanked way to the left. Sipnewski, the tight end, on the wing to the right. He'll come back in motion to the left side. And Pesavento dropped the snap from center, falls on the football, takes a loss, Back to the 32, 31 yard line of Nebraska. Bobby Pesavento hands the ball off, and taking it is Chris Brown down to the 25 yard line where Rover Dion Booker made the stop. Man in motion to the left. Here's a pitch to the right to Chris Brown, and fights inside the 20. Carries Huskers with him down to about the 17. Dion Booker, Casey Nelson combined on the tackle, but not before Chris Brown gets a first down for the Colorado Buffaloes. Sepnewski, the tight end, is split just a bit to the right. He's on the wing. Roman Hollowell is split to the left. Backfield is in the eye. Pesavento turns, hands it off. And Barrett Ruud makes the tackle on the ball carrier. Now they're just going to snap the ball one more time, go with the knee down, and that is going to take care of business. Colorado beats the Huskers by the final score of 62-36. Nebraska now 11-1. Colorado is now 9-2, and they are the Big 12 Northern Division champions. 62-36 final Colorado.
The players I thought had done a great job in getting 11-0, and along the way we played some outstanding football teams, and I think a lot of credit goes to those guys for what they've accomplished in those 11 wins. This was certainly not our day. This was Colorado's day.
There were some things that Colorado did that posed some problems. I thought that they had a really good plan against us, and they executed their plan better than what we could adjust to it.
They played a great game, offensively, defensively. They came out ready to play. They played for 4 quarters. We knew that was going to happen, and they really put it to us. And it's to their credit for the type of team that they have, for the type of players that they have, and how well they're coached.
It was very frustrating. It's like everything. It was like a fairy tale. Everything Colorado did was the right thing, and it showed on that field. And we tried and we was scratching and clawing for everything that we could get, and it just didn't work for us today. So we just got to take this loss.
We've got good leadership, and we've got a good relationship with our players. They're certainly disappointed. We're disappointed. And what we need to do is just rally around and recognize that we have a game left, and we're going to go out and play that game because we love playing football. We love coaching it, and we're going to represent our state and represent our school.
And we've got a team that has great character, and we're not going to give up. So we plan on getting back to football and doing our best to whoever we play next.